I really hope this isn't too zoomed into my face. I literally cannot see. Hello angels, welcome back to my channel. I know I'm getting it together, I promise. And I actually find it quite complimentary or complimentary. I can't even speak that you guys miss me so much, but I'm here guys. I'm not quitting literally at all. That's never gonna happen. I want you to follow me on Instagram. That'll be over here. Make sure that your post notifications are turned on just in case I happen to, I don't know, decide to upload once every month like I normally do. Whatever, I can make a joke about it because it's my life. And now we're gonna talk about a topic that I actually have been wanting to talk about for quite some time. It's called exclusive but still single. Now this has been on my mind for quite some time now because I actually have a corresponding story time video that I'm also going to be releasing this week. Don't worry, I promise it'll be up because it's already recorded and it's actually already uploaded to YouTube and it's pre-scheduled. So you're welcome. And I actually think it's pretty entertaining. You guys are gonna love it. I know many of us have been in different types of dynamics and it's just, sometimes I make these mistakes so that you guys don't have to, or hopefully you guys literally don't have to. Sidebar, guys, this wonderful necklace that I'm wearing is by this wonderful lady. I will link her information down in the description box below, or I'll just have it appear on the screen. She gave me this necklace that she made for me personally, and each of the stones means something different. So I actually have, excuse me, I know I'm not looking into the viewfinder, but I have this, which is black tourmaline. It helps with, you know, strengthening your intuition and blocking like negative energy. And then I also have this one over here, which is citronite, I believe, which is a very powerful healing crystal. And I also have clear quartz as well, which is also a very powerful healing, I can't even speak, a very powerful healing crystal as well. And I don't know, usually I wear one at a time, but I just felt like wearing all three and I really cherish them a lot. So I'm taking a break from my little A necklace. And I know you guys always ask me, where do I get my A necklace from? And it's actually from Tiffany & Co. So let that just be right there. And it's always in the description box below, guys. Everything I always wear is always in the description box below. Back to what it is that I was talking about. Yes, so we all find ourselves in these situations where, I don't know, it just seems like these days it is harder to obtain a relationship. Now we have graduated from situationships, which that was like fairly simple. It was either we're dating, you know, I don't even want to say exclusively, I'm triggered. We are dating, we are together, we are boyfriend and girlfriend, or we are in some sort of situationship where more than likely one person is trying to get the other person to commit. Make that make sense. We're gonna talk about that today. So firstly, I wanna say, this is why I don't believe in exclusively dating because, well, you would see if you watch my story time too, why I actually don't believe in it, but it doesn't make sense. I remember I was talking to my therapist. I was like, yeah, I'm talking to this guy and, you know, he said we're exclusive. And I remember him saying, wait, what? What does that even mean? So is that your boyfriend? And I was like, well, he said we're exclusive. And he's like, right, so that's your boyfriend. And I was like, not exactly, right? Because why is it that in society today, we are giving things random titles except for what they should be? That's like coming up with a million different ways to say husband and wife. Like there's only one way. So why as it pertains to dating, we have a million different labels that who knows who creates it? I mean, I don't wanna point fingers, but it's probably men. I don't know. I'm just saying. And I love men, I do. This is not a hate men channel in any capacity, but I'm just saying, make that make sense. So we're gonna talk about what to do if you find yourself in this sort of situation. So I guess I've come to terms with the fact that there are different types of dating. And I actually took a lot of notes on this because I genuinely have a lot to say. So apparently there's dating, there's exclusively dating, and then there's a relationship. Yeah, I feel like I've actually decided to take a more scientific approach to things, which I will later discuss in the video. So what exactly does exclusive mean? Right? Let's get this out the way. Exclusive means both people are focused on each other with a goal of being in a monogamous relationship. But You're still in the phase of test driving, I guess the person to see if it's gonna work without putting an official label on it. So basically you see potential and you're mutually willing to work towards having an official relationship of being boyfriend and girlfriend. So this basically means in this stage, if you're on dating apps, you're ignoring them, or you maybe deleted your dating apps and maybe you're introducing this individual into your friend group. You're integrating them into your friend group in this sort of exclusive relationship dynamic or stage. Now, I want to reiterate, exclusive does not mean boyfriend and girlfriend, which is, I know, where a lot of the issues lie. And it's actually not something that should be assumed. Angels, please pay attention to what it is that I'm saying. Trust me, this is going to help you, because genuinely, before it was so ABC. It was, okay, I know this guy's playing games because we're in, a situationship, I can't get him to commit. But now there's exclusive dating where you're not boyfriend and girlfriend with someone, but you are basically acting as though you really are. There's no difference at all other than not actually calling each other boyfriend and girlfriend. Honestly, I feel like makes it all the more confusing. So like I said, you're not boyfriend and girlfriend officially if you are in an exclusive dynamic, nor is it something that you should assume. It's actually still a conversation that needs to be had while you're still trusting your intuition, but you still need to hear him say it. You cannot just assume, oh, okay, yeah, we are actually boyfriend and girlfriend. And this is again why I don't believe in titles like this, because at the end of the day, it's like, what am I supposed to do with this? Let's just get into the meat and potatoes right now, shall we? This is how I feel about this. If you're gonna do something, right, just do it. That's literally it. There is no, kinda, sorta, wanna, because you don't kinda, sorta wanna sleep with me, right? Are you, I'm sure that's a definite decision of yours. So why is it that as it pertains to anything more significant, I guess we should say, it's kind of sort of want to test the waters, and there's all these stages. It's stage 0, stage 1, 1.2, 1.5. Now, what is a relationship? So a relationship is committing to a future with someone. There is a desire to be on the same page. Now, here's the thing. A lot of guys are very good at dating exclusively, but they freak out at making it an official relationship because essentially guys do fear getting locked down sometimes. Again, let me just put that disclaimer out there. I'm not trying to speak for the masses, but we are talking about stereotypes here and generalizations. Guys stereotypically do shy away from, long types of commitments for a multitude of reasons, but definitely because I think sometimes they have this theory that once I get with her, she's just gonna change. And the ability to kind of, if they are upset at something or, if they are unsure, they have that elasticity and that flexibility to go out and do something else without necessarily feeling like they have to explain themselves or feel accountable for their actions if they choose to do something without letting you know, or whatever the case is. Because at the end of the day, relationships require a merging, right, of your lives. That's what it is. You now have to factor in, okay, I get off of work at 6. I know my boyfriend gets off of work at 7:30. We need to plan the days that we're gonna see each other, because let's say you're in school. People have their own lives. People have things to do when you're, out of the honeymoon phase and things like that. So you're now trying to think realistically, how are you going to integrate this person? Or even if you're not in the honeymoon phase and you work, and a lot of people normally have jobs and you have to figure out how you're going to make things work. Even if you're in school and you're not working and you're just a student, you have to figure out, okay, well, when are his classes? When are my classes? When can we make time to see one another? You're factoring in merging the both of you guys' lives together. And the significance of a relationship is that the bond and relationship is a mutual or an equal priority. It's not one person prioritizing the relationship over the other, meaning there's no selfish decisions of you're, making time to see your boyfriend or the guy you're talking to that you're, depending on where you are on the spectrum, into your week, and he's going on making decisions on his own. Oh, I got practice on this day. Yeah, my boy's coming over here. But I'll keep you posted though. And you're sitting here in your room thinking, I get out of class or I get off of work at this time, so I really hope that he can make time to see me. That would be great. And he's not even thinking about that literally at all. That's not a relationship. Now, you guys know how I feel about initiating things, but to be fair, I will offer help for the girls that want to ask the "what are we?" question. Method number 1. This is what you can do. You guys are at dinner. Food disarms people. That's what it does. When you go out to dinner with someone, they're more relaxed, they're eating, they're happy, there's probably a nice ambiance, there's music in the background. It's a good place to have, you know, certain discussions, or maybe even discussions that have a sensitive topic. So you basically say this: you're happy where things are going and you just feel like there's something there, and you kind of wait for his response. So you would basically say to him, you know, I'm really happy where things are going, and I don't know, I'm really just enjoying my time with you, and I feel like there's definitely something there. Then you wait for his response. Or another approach could be this: so I've actually been really happy with things lately, and I don't know, I was kind of talking to my friends about you, but I don't even know what I should be calling you. What do you think? And yes, of course, if you do that, it's a very vulnerable position to put yourself in. Those two things, those two, you know, kind of crafty ways are better than saying, so I feel like we should talk, and I feel like we've been hanging out for a long time, and I don't know, I just don't want to get played, and I don't want to play games with anybody, so I'm letting you know right now, don't waste my time. Or it's better than saying, so I kind of feel like I like you and you like me, so like, what is this? Like, what are we? You don't want to approach it like that at all. You know, there are different ways to curate things, like the two examples that I just gave you, that can warrant a truthful response out of someone, and you can kind of see how they feel in their response. It's better to ask certain hard questions. If it's a hard conversation, it's probably one worth having, because think about it. The answer is going to be the answer regardless. You want to know how this person feels, and a lot of the times we're just like ducking and hiding away from certain things. More than likely, if you find yourself thinking about this, it's because you feel like you've spent a significant amount of time with this individual, and you feel like you deserve an answer of kind of figuring out, hey, like, where is this going? And of course, on the other hand, there's that side of me that also thinks, why do I need to initiate this conversation? Because now I feel like we already have a problem. The fact that I need to initiate this conversation of where are things kind of going. And honestly, angels, arguably, sometimes it's really good to ask some tough questions in the beginning. And of course, when you just meet someone, you're not gonna be like, I'm really enjoying myself, and I just wanna know, like, what do you think about like what we are? Of course, you're not gonna do that when you're just meeting someone. But the thing is, when it comes to asking tough questions, not like the one that I just described, but when it comes to asking tough questions, I think it's very important that some of us do this to get these unorthodox reactions sort of out of people. That's what's gonna bring in the meat and potatoes, shall we? No more. I don't really like the approach of, so what's your favorite color? Oh, blue, really? That's so original. Mine is pink. I love to eat strawberries. I love broccoli. It's my favorite vegetable. What's yours? Yada. We want to get the small talk out of the way. And why? Because you have no emotional attachment to someone that you just met, right? So you kind of want, and it makes you more interesting. Guys are probably used to dating girls that are going to have the approach of, oh, okay, yeah, and you know, not that there's anything wrong with that per se, but if you really want to get to the meat and potatoes and have a conversation with substance, I think this is the way to go. Then you can start to ask, so what is your ideal, you know, relationship? What does that look like? I'm just curious, because everyone has different views, and you mention it in a very, you know, charismatic, sort of engaging way, where the context and how you're saying it is not coming across as you're trying to plan your life around this person, but you're really just genuinely trying to gauge. Especially the older you are and you want to be serious with someone, a lot of the times guys will tell you the truth in the very beginning, because the so what are you looking for question is actually way more common than you think. And you don't have to ask it in that, you know, exact way. I personally would be more crafty. They are used to hearing that question. And a lot of the times they'll tell you, you know, I'm really just looking to go with the flow of things. You know, I, was just in a relationship, X amount of months ago or a year ago. It's just nice to, connect with someone and see where it goes from there. You, like, at the end of the day, you have to really feel things out for yourself. But more than likely, someone that says that is definitely, you can already tell, in no way, shape, or form, open for a relationship. And this is the thing, angels. If you find yourself, because at every stage you can get caught up in not progressing. if you find yourself in the dating stage and this question comes up, the basically what are we question, or if you find yourself in an exclusive dating dynamic and you find yourself, you've been in the exclusive dating dynamic for 6 months now and you're kind of just like, when this first started out, I mean, it definitely seemed, way more promising. Now we're kind of stuck in this limbo and we're not official yet after all this time. It's like, but not, we're still doing boyfriend and girlfriend things. So what exactly is the difference here? This is the thing. If someone is taking too long to commit to you and they're treating you like an option, then make the decision for them. It's just that cut and dry. And I know that sounds really harsh, but the reason why I feel like that makes sense is because it's either you stay longer, investing more time, more feelings in this individual, and it's really hard to walk away. I'm very aware of that. It's not like, well, Asha says walk away, so like, I'm done, bye. I understand that. I understand it takes time and you form a bond with someone, and by time you even probably ask the, what are we question, and you're kind of having those thoughts, you more than likely already like this person, and it's really difficult. I know it sounds so cliche, but I have really, really learned to love the sound of me walking away from situations that are not heading in the best direction for me, no matter what the duration of time is. You have to respect yourself. You have to leave them for yourself. I think you're a cool person. I'm not demonizing your character in any way, but it doesn't seem like we are on the same page. It kind of seems like we kind of got stuck here. I'm open to discussing it to see what's going on. Who wants to be stuck in an exclusive dynamic when it's like after a while it becomes awkward of, well, should I say this, and am I allowed to say this and do this, and am I doing too much where he's gonna get too comfortable and not want to progress things to the next level? Who wants to have to worry about all those things? And that's why, in my opinion, sweetie, if you're gonna jump, then jump all the way. That's just how it is. You already know you like me. Cool. Okay, we've been dating. We went on X amount of dates. All right, awesome. There's no sampling of, so we're exclusive, and then after we're exclusive, then we're gonna be this. Because think about it, in the exclusive stage, like I said, you're not talking to anybody else. So it's like, that's the same thing boyfriend and girlfriend does. You might as well. And guess what? Here's the kicker. When you break up with someone, when you're in an exclusive dynamic with them, guess how different it feels from an actual relationship? No different. It feels exactly the same. Think about what it is that I just said and maybe rewind that. When you end things with anyone, even when you end things with people you're in a situationship with, even when you end things with people that you were just talking to. Because, we as women, we're more emotional. So we form bonds with people for, a plethora of reasons because we like them. Does it feel any different being exclusive versus not when you stop talking to an individual? No, it's going to feel exactly the same. So in my perspective, and I hope I'm articulating this well, it's kind of like, what's the point of that extra step? Jump with me. Take that dive with me. No, none of us really want to get hurt. We already know that. None of us want to be rejected. We already know that. But if we both like each other and we establish that, then these are the rules over here to get with me. You're not going to be sampling this and we're like taking these incremental steps, like for what? Just to be extra sure? When at the end of the day, it's going to feel the exact same way whether it works or not. And you have to remember, angels, you cannot control what's being offered to you, but you can control what you accept. So here's where I get into the science of things. When it comes to a guy falling for you, there is a baseline of attraction, obviously. So his testosterone is driving him to begin to pursue you, obviously, for sex. And if you wait, because I know a lot of us, there's a lot of mixed opinions about, I don't see why you should wait to do this, and why do you have to wait to do that? Listen, this is just how the cookie crumbles. You're more than welcome, believe me when I tell you, you're more than welcome to do whatever it is that you want to do, like genuinely, like do you, like I'm really happy for you. But at the end of the day, this is the science behind why it's actually better to wait to be intimate with a guy. Let me further explain. So if you wait, he will actually grow to get to know you and potentially fall for you. Because why? Scientifically, a hormone is released in men when or if sex happens prematurely. And what that actually does is it hinders them from actually forming a connection with you or with you emotionally. So during the phase of him pursuing you, his testosterone and serotonin levels drop, meaning that he wants to be around you and he's trying to make you happy. Again, this is only if sex does not happen prematurely. Now, here's what's weird. Oddly enough, there's some sort of pull away phase that actually occurs where he needs space to figure out how he actually feels about you and if what he's feeling is actually real. And in that phase, he will basically start to miss you. And this is the kicker. It's very important to let him be and let him come back to you. If in that phase, and it's not necessarily ghosting because they do come back and it's not going to take them a month to really figure this out, or at least it shouldn't. You are not going to chase them. If you turn around and you chase them instead, it does ruin a lot of things. Basically, angels, in the pull away phase, you want to let them be. It may feel a little bit like you've been ghosted. You know what they say, how sometimes guys, they kind of pull away when they start to feel strong feelings. Now, they will always resurface if they come to the conclusion that they want to be with you. They won't just disappear forever. So keep that in mind. When he comes back around, he should want to pursue a commitment with you. And to be honest, angels, this is why I personally, Asha Christina personally, I believe that being intimate with someone after a commitment is established will genuinely decrease your chances of heartbreak. And you won't feel like you really lost anything, because how many times have we made the mistake of being with this guy and assuming the best and hoping that they're gonna make up their mind, and we don't get that commitment. And now we feel like I have to chase him and I have to get that out of him because I'm not gonna start over with someone else. I really only got with you because of how much I wanna be with you and I really like you. And that's the thing sometimes, right? Where stereotypically, it's just like, guys, it's of course innate to them to want to, get on the prowl immediately. Again, I'm generalizing. And for women, that is a form of us expressing our like for someone or our love for someone. Make sense? So of course, naturally, when we do this with an individual, of course, we're gonna want them to wanna be with us after that. It's a natural instinct. We're not gonna be like, oh, okay, well, I'll see you later. Whenever you wanna call me, it's completely fine. Because think about the intimacy of one being naked, exposing yourself, in front of someone. That takes a level of vulnerability. And not many women that I know of genuinely want to expose themselves to constant episodes of being vulnerable in front of a million different people. At some point, you're gonna want something more, something that emotionally caters to you. Why? Because we are emotional. That's what it is at the end of the day. In the end, angels, I want you guys to think about this. Your brain and your intuition will know if an individual is playing games with you. Do not get stuck in the exclusively dating phase, because that should not last. Let's say that actually happens to you. That should not last for more than, I personally think, 2 months. But hey, what do I know? I personally don't think it should happen at all. I think that when you like someone, and this goes for me talking to men too, just take the leap. Just take the leap. Because regardless, like I said, you ending things with this individual, if it gets to that point, it's going to feel the exact same. So what exactly are you preserving in terms of feelings? What exactly do you think you're preserving yourself from? That's what I would love to know. And that's why I don't see the point of this exclusive dating phase. It should be very simple, okay? It's dating or not, or dating for long term, or dating for marriage. That's it. Let's keep it simple, shall we? That's what it is at the end of the day. And here's another thing that I want to remind you guys or put you guys onto. Be careful of the guys that want a commitment too soon. I know it feels so good to our egos. Please take this from me, from experience. You think, oh, that was really easy. Wow, he wants to be with me already? Duh. But, and as flattering as that is, we love it, mwah, but it's not normal. Why? Because guys really, it's natural to them. They are hunters. They don't want things that come easily. So if you're even, and this, I'm not even talking about being intimate with them. I'm talking about just even agreeing to a commitment with someone so soon. You guys were dating 2 weeks and he's like, you know what, it's you. Does it happen? Of course it happens. But you have to really trust your own intuition and think, does this feel like, are we on the same page? Or is there a little part of you that feels like, that's not exactly, I like this guy, but I'm not there yet. And that will tell you, that little micro thought or micro decision or apprehension will tell you that you are on a different page with this individual. And you have to lean into that. There's no way someone can feel like, oh, I really want to be with you. And be honest with yourself. Are you saying yes because you do like them and you're used to, guys waiting forever to even say that they want to be with you? Or do you just actually be honest with yourself and say, well, I really do appreciate that. I think it's best that we pace ourselves because I do like you too. I just don't want anything to happen prematurely. However you want to word it, whatever it is. Because a lot of guys, sometimes they want to say the right things because a lot of guys know that women are used to not getting a commitment that soon. So there's a new trick that I feel like some of them try to do. Yes, I'm here, baby. I got you. And they're going to be like, I really like you. I just want to be with you right now. Really? You made that decision already? And it's flattering to us because it's like, finally someone realizes how awesome I actually am. And that's all well and good. When he drops you just as fast as he got that commitment, you're all of a sudden feeling actually heartbroken because you're like, but you're the one that said that you wanted to be with me this fast. And now I'm acting on those feelings. Keyword, exclusive. He said exclusive. He didn't say boyfriend and girlfriend. And even if he did say boyfriend and girlfriend, it's not normal in human nature to literally give someone or show everything to someone when you're first meeting them. It's not normal. Why? Because human psychology says it's like, your brain is like, I don't know this person literally at all. How are they literally just giving me everything just like that? It's not earned in any capacity. And it feels a little off. So I'm saying to you guys that I want you guys to actually pay attention and read into those feelings. If somebody is making this decision so suddenly and you know that you're not exactly thinking that right now, you want to, but not right now, shouldn't you honor that? Shouldn't you honor exactly how it is that you feel? Because every decision that you make from that moment on, even though you do like this individual, is based on the foundation that his feelings dictate how this relationship is going to go more than yours. Because if you're not on the same page, you're not on the same page. Don't fall for accepting these commitments so soon. That's what I'm trying to let you guys know. And that's why, to me, the reason that being exclusive is tricky is because it feels so good. It's like, okay, I know this person is only with me, and it just makes you do all of the boyfriend, girlfriend things without the title, with no guarantee, honestly, genuinely, of getting the title. Why do titles matter? Because titles make people accountable. That's what they do. And then, of course, you get comfortable giving this person the benefits of a boyfriend and girlfriend type of dynamic because it feels exactly the same. And then you're basically leaving your fate up to this guy to be like, thank you for that wonderful sample of what it's like to be your man, or basically what it's like for you to be my girlfriend. I am not really feeling it. Hope that's okay with you. And basically, they can walk away without feeling the weight of their decision, without taking accountability for how that decision made you feel. Like, if you honestly even think about it, why give a name to a trial run of you guys acting like you're fully together, but not? It's monogamous, check. So are boyfriend and girlfriends. You're doing the same things as boyfriend and girlfriends, check. That's what you also do in a relationship. Oh, but I can't call you my boyfriend. And who benefits from not having that accountability? That individual that probably has an issue with that or is teetering on the line of not committing, right? Doesn't that make logical sense? Put it like this: if you want the milk, you buy the cow, period. So men, I love you. I do, but the standard has been raised. No more half commitments, testing the waters, a million different ways to come up with every other way other than boyfriend and girlfriend. Because at the end of the day, on a serious note, angels, this deduces the significance of a relationship. Because what exactly is the difference other than the weight and accountability of an official relationship? In modern dating, we need to not have all these different titles because it really does make things more complex, more confusing, reduce the significance of a relationship. Because not many people, and it really is unfortunate, know what that even feels like to be in a genuine commitment. And that's why I personally feel like people are so willing to throw a certain dynamic away or hop back on the apps and just swipe through this person and swipe through that person, because no one really has the genuine capacity or bandwidth, flexibility, elasticity to know what it's like to actually work through something with someone, you know, for a plethora of reasons, but they don't know how to communicate. It's, I didn't like that one thing, or I feel like you were moving funny, or I don't really want this anymore, so I'm just gonna leave. And I can't even explain why I feel the way that I feel. I'm just gonna go. I don't want it anymore. That's the society that we live in, and I think it starts with, I'm using my platform to make you guys aware. So I'm opening up the floor and having this discussion with you guys so that you guys can have this discussion with your friends and maybe your guy friends if you're a guy that's watching this. And I just want to appeal more to both women and men, because I want you guys to think about these things and understand that we can change one by one. It's going to make a difference and just really help shift the dating dynamic these days. So angels, you have to set the standard. If I'm not your girlfriend, then there are no girlfriend benefits. Because what that does is it does enable you to drop your guard. It does. It doesn't matter what anyone has to say. It's really difficult to still keep your guard up when you feel like you've already kind of gotten what you wanted, or you're getting samples of what it is that you want. So you're no longer working hard. Now think about what it is that I just said, because it's the same on the opposing end for men. Why work as hard if you feel like you've already gotten what it is that you wanted? And that's where things get confusing. It is their job to prove, and I say this in a healthy way, not a toxic way of, you know, because I know there's a lot of that going around, of like proving that he's worthy of being with you. What do I mean by that? That he's consistent, that he's genuine, that he has morals and integrity that align with you and align with your expectations of a relationship. Mutually. He needs to prove that he's worthy of having that exclusivity of you and taking you off the market, I guess you could say. At the end of the day, if he leaves you anyway and you're making decisions based on this guy potentially leaving you, let him go. Let him go. Now you know that his intentions were exposed. And don't get gaslighted into, see, this is why I don't want to put labels on things, because then it just gets a little too crazy. Or why can't we just keep things the way that we are? Wow, is exclusive dating not enough for you? So you don't want to be with me right now, but you said that if you are going to be with someone, you have to be exclusive with them. So, oh, so what you're saying is you're only doing that because you want to get with me? Because that's literally what you just said. That's what you just said. Don't be pressured into doing anything that you don't want to do. I want you guys, look at me. Come here, look at me. I want you guys to promise yourself, show up for yourself, respect your boundaries, and tell yourself, I'm not going to do anything that I don't want to do. And it doesn't mean, because a lot of guys like to pull these tricks, especially the younger ones. Wow, you're prude. Wow, you don't want to do this. Oh, they say all these things to guilt trip you. Oh, wow, grandma, you're going to bed. Wow, you're no fun. And they want to jab at you so that they can get reactions out of you. And you need to still stick to your standards and tell yourself, I respect myself. I am not doing anything that I don't want to do. And that is that on that. So angels, that is the end of this video. Do not forget what I said. I want you guys to check out my storytime video, which will be out later this week. And I'm so excited for you guys to see it, because personally, I think it's pretty entertaining, and I miss you guys. So do you miss me? I want you guys to turn on post notifications, show me that you love me, okay? And I know you're gonna watch another video of mine, so I mean, you might as well watch another video. I might insert a title card here, or maybe have like a couple videos, like 2 videos right here. Do not forget that I love you and God loves you, and I'll see you beautiful angels in my next video. Mwah!